What are you doing?
I just want to say.
After a reverberating sweep of LSU Friday night, vibes are high for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now in comes number 2 Texas, undefeated, unfazed, and ready for another road match in the SEC. And you are looking live at Foster Auditorium in Tuscaloosa as 9-6 Alabama takes on 13-0 Texas, the number 2 team in America. And we welcome you courtside here at Foster. Gray Robertson alongside my partner, Layne Rizzo. Layne, this is one we've been looking forward to for a while. It's going to be a fun afternoon here in T-Town.
It definitely is. Texas riding the momentum of an already really impressive season, and Alabama trying to ride the momentum of the aforementioned win against LSU right here in Foster Auditorium just this past Friday night.
And here was the all-access look at the locker room after that win on Friday for the Tide.
The first.
Now Emma Halter, preseason All-SEC selection this year. It was a really good serve. Here's Barrett. That's blocked by Texas.
Huge block for Texas. Right there is what they do so well. They're a dynamic defensive team. They do a really good job of reading their opponent's offenses and just present an unstoppable block.
Ashby Daniel answers back on the slide.
Huge swing from Ashby Daniel. The middle blocker tracking that ball down behind her setter. That was so impressive. She had to pay a little extra attention to where setter Hannah Perrant was on the court as that pass had backed her up a little bit. That was a great job by Ashby Daniel tracking that ball.
Alabama resets. Barrett kept up by Texas. Daniel got it. Set point, Alabama.
It's not often that you see a middle blocker pass to attack, but Ashby Daniel passed that free ball and took off. What a great cross-court swing on the slide again.
Last year, Texas swept Alabama in this building. Here's set point in the first for the Tide, and it's a service error to keep the Longhorns alive.
Those service errors really racking up for both teams. Definitely going to be a conversation before set 2.
It's Barrett, it's down. Victoria Barrett with a statement, and Alabama takes the first set. Alabama making a statement against the number 2 team in America. Victoria Barrett flexing to wrap up the first. Don't go anywhere. Something special's happening on a Sunday in Foster.
Swing. By the way, that swing was taken out the back row. With how hard she hits that ball, it's hard to even tell. And you can see Texas's offense has woken up here in the second set.
Really, the service errors have kind of let Alabama hang around in this frame. Over to Barrett, that was blocked. Great get from Stanger. And then Barrett is blocked, stuffed by Swindle at the net. The junior Ella Swindle will serve. Texas will get a swing for the set, and they will convert. Tori Stafford. What a response by the Longhorns in set number 2. And Tori Stafford wants to eat a little more. Give her 8 kills. We're even at a set apiece. Going to the third in Tuscaloosa. Well, you look at the stats, you would never know that Spears hit in the negative in the first set. She's been exceptional in the last 2 frames. And Vanderwall with a smart shot.
And Coach Reed is going to take a moment to have a conversation with her team as Texas has grabbed a hold of the momentum here in set 3.
Alabama led in this set 8-5. There were a couple points with miscommunications that Texas won. And since then, the Longhorns have built up that 3-point margin here in the third set. And we welcome you back courtside here at Foster Auditorium. Gray Robertson, Layne Rizzo. Layne, Alabama came out with a lot of energy in the first set. It seemed like a carryover from what we saw Friday. Since then, Texas has proven why they're one of the last 2 unbeaten teams in America and why they're the number 2 team in the country.
Definitely. I have to shout out the fact that even throughout set 1, Texas looked frustrated, but they never looked frazzled. They know their own standard. They know the level of play they're capable of, and they quickly return to that. They have not hit under 300 since September 10th versus Louisville today, hitting 247. Huge credit to the Alabama defense and the Alabama block, creating some frustration for that Texas front row. But really, a ton of that came from just some unforced errors, seemingly trying to get warmed up in the first set.
Well, and I think as well, we've got to talk about the defensive effort from the senior libero, Emma Halter. 17 digs in this match. She had 3 in the first set. Alabama was getting a lot of balls down in that opening frame, but since then, Halter has typically been there to keep the point alive.
And I know I've said it, but not just keep the ball alive, but keep her offense in system. She's done such an excellent job tracking down the ball. And if you watch on serve receive, she gets dibs on every serve. We see her jumping in front of teammates to pass the ball because she's got such a great touch and feel of the ball. She does an excellent job keeping her team having opportunities to come back like this.
And now out of a timeout, Perrant back to serve. Alabama down 1 in this set. Stafford, oh my goodness, from the moon.
That swing from Stafford is one where if it's not stopped by the block, it's not getting stopped at all.
Tied at 21. Remember, played at 25, win by 2. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, Texas! How in the world did the Longhorns just pull that off?
Sometimes you're just in the right place at the right time, and that was the story for Emma Halter, who tracked that ball down, kept it alive, and then off the shoulder, covering her mouth in disbelief.
Gervais looking for the answer, it wasn't there. How about Stafford right on time? Texas 2 points away from the set, and Alabama will call timeout. All eyes on Gervais. It's Ames on the slide. She's been unstoppable in the big moments. Texas has set point.
What a match we're seeing from Ames, stepping up right when her team needs her.
And one of the leaders, Halter, will go back to serve. It was a really good one. And Alabama out of system. Chance for Texas. Stafford kept up. Barrett. Again. Stafford again. Texas takes the third. A knockdown, drag out, third set. But it's Texas taking a 2-1 lead. Winning the last 2 points. First it was Ames. and then the All-American Tori Stafford. Longhorns leading as we go to the fourth. Another dig for Halter to Stafford. Alabama still in it. Here comes Barrett. No touch. That'll do it. Texas shows that classic Texas fight. A 4-set victory on the road to stay undefeated. Well, we said in the open it was going to be a fun afternoon in Tuscaloosa, and this match delivered as Texas takes down Alabama to stay undefeated, 3-1 here in Foster Auditorium. And we welcome you back here courtside at Foster. Gray Robertson alongside my partner, Layne Rizzo. Pleased to be joined by Emma Halter. Emma, congratulations on a really fun victory, a fun match. After that first set, what was the conversation like with you and your teammates that really helped you turn it up going the rest of the way?
Yeah, the conversation was mainly, we know that wasn't us. We know that wasn't our best volleyball. The best thing we can do is put it behind us and take it as 0-0 going into the second set.
You had a really, really incredible match defensively, 25 digs. Can you talk to me about what you were seeing from Alabama's offense and any in-game adjustments y'all made to be able to come back like that?
Yeah, I knew they were going to be a really scrappy team, so they were going to tip and throw the ball a lot. So I was really trying to be on my toes, but I can't do that. The block isn't set up properly, and our block did an amazing job of being in the right position so I could read behind them.
Emma, since Texas has joined the SEC, you and your teammates have not lost a road match in conference play. Now 11-0 with this win. What helps Texas be so good in conference play away from home in environments like this?
I think we always say, like, embrace the hate. We know everyone loves to put their horns down, but, like, that just fuels the fire. We love to compete. It doesn't really matter where we are. We just have to keep playing our game. So that's kind of what fires us up.
Well, it was a really true team effort tonight. Your offense, we just talked about the defense, your offense really stepped up continually throughout the match. Is there anything that you as a defensive specialist are talking to your hitters about that helped make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to tell them where the setter is so that they can kind of know where to swing. They have certain schemes that we go into the game with, but just encouraging them in that. I can't do their job, so just trying to encourage them.
Emma, before we let you go, last thing, what a match is like the 5-set win over Tennessee, like a comeback that your team put out today. What does that say about the grit and determination of your team?
Yeah, we always talk about Texas fight in our gym, and every single day that's reiterated in practice. So when we can come out here and really put it into play, it's really encouraging, and we know that we can get through anything together.
Well, Emma, congratulations on a great victory. It was a lot of fun. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you so much.
That's Emma Halter for the Texas Longhorns. As Texas, the number 2 team in the country, stays undefeated, 14-0. And here's what's coming up. You got Arkansas, Oklahoma, and then a trio of road matches at Ole Miss, at LSU, and at Texas A&M. Although if history tells us anything, they will thrive in those road environments. For our entire crew here in Tuscaloosa at Foster Auditorium, for my wonderful partner, Layne Rizzo, I'm Gray Robertson saying so long as Texas fights back and wins it in 4 over Alabama. This has been a presentation of the SEC Network. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a great afternoon.